Deep in space within the Ruckbat sector lay a G-type star whose third planet was perfect for colonization. Man named it Pern, and launched 3 immense colony ships that scythed across the vast reaches of space. After abandoning their craft in orbit, they settled on the planet below. As their new lives flourished on Pern, a new enemy approached. Every 200 years, the red star passed close to Pern. Deep within the tail of this comet, life existed. A single-minded parasite known as Thread. An enemy without conscience or feeling, whose only instinct was to destroy and devour the food-rich hunting grounds of Pern so it could survive. There was no escape from its appalling attacks. As the Thread hit the ground, it destroyed all organic life it touched. The colony was ravaged and was forced to take shelter in the mountains to the north as Thread laid waste to their equipment, destroyed their technology, and brought them to breaking point. With hope evaporating and on the verge of extinction, they turned to an indigenous form of life to save them. By genetically modifying fire lizards and utilizing their effective defense system, they created a new race of vast dragons. Named after the Earth legends they resembled, the fire-breathing reptiles took to flight to sear Thread from the sky. When the battle was over, the settlers returned to the simpler life. With the passing of time came the fading of memories. As time passed, they forgot about their home, about the machines that forged the land in which they lived, and eventually, about the spacecraft floating in orbit. And now when Thread falls, the air is filled with the cry of dragon song, as the Dragonriders fly in formation again.
And welcome to Dragonriders of Pern. I don't think that's what this game is called. Chronicles of Pern, it's got a colon in there somewhere. Regardless, welcome. It's some sort of sci-fi fantasy game. To be totally honest, until I loaded up that intro, I didn't know it was going to be sci-fi. That blindsided me and made me smile, so we're off to a good start. As is typical of these videos, I know very little about this going in. I have the manual loaded up on the other screen for if I need it. I'm vaguely aware that these are based on some sort of book series, but we'll get into that later. I've gone through some of the settings already, so we should be all ready to go. I've applied a widescreen patch, so we'll be experiencing this in crisp 1080p. I tried higher than 1080p, but that caused everything to crash, so we'll be happy with that. Something about dragons, and I believe it's some sort of adventure game. Aside from that, I don't really know what's going on, so we'll have to learn together. I'm sure if you're a very specific type of nerd, you're railing at the screen right now saying, "How don't you know the lore?" I'm going to click on the new game button now and we'll be thrust into another couple of minutes of expository cutscene, so I'll join you on the other side.
It was nearing the end of the 7th pass, and 2 young men had been selected as candidates for impression. As the crowds gathered at the hatching grounds, the candidates prepared themselves for the ceremony to begin. The 2 could not have been more different. The elder, Roth, driven by ambition and family expectancy, eagerly awaited the arrival of the dragon that was to merge thought and consciousness, to become one with him. The other, D'kor, was filled with fear. He had heard the tales about the dangers these ceremonies held. And when the egg cracked, the fledgling dragon began to make his way out of its shell. Roth stepped closer, pushing D'kor aside, ignoring all sense of occasion and respect. The crowd stood on in awe and waited for the beautiful creature to break into the Pern air and select its rider for the first and only time. Roth leaned forward, waiting for the dragon to reach out and touch his mind. But the dragon pushed past him, knocking him to the ground, and advanced over to the terrified D'kor. The young boy stared back, petrified, as the awesome beast studied his face. Then deep within his mind he heard a voice calling him soft and comforting. "Greetings, D'kor. I am Smanth." The dragon spoke, using D'kor's new dragon name. Smanth had chosen him. They were now as one, their thoughts intertwined forever. D'kor had become a Dragonrider. Roth stared on, bewilderment and confusion plain on his face. How could such a mighty animal possibly not select him? All his expectations were suddenly shattered as he pulled himself off the rocky floor. As D'kor bonded with his new soulmate, Roth looked up to see his father turn his back, devastated by his son's failure, abandoning him to wallow in his own dishonor. Roth cried out to his father, but his cries fell on deaf ears. They had gone. Disgraced by his family, Roth was sent to Healer Hall in a bid to salvage his career, whilst the timid D'kor grew strong and followed his destiny to the skies, with Smanth at his side forever.
Good morning, D'kor. Bad dream?
Too much wine is all. A new shipment from Bendon arrived last night.
I know.
Everyone had a good time, though. Just as Nalia would have wanted.
She was a good Weyrwoman.
She'll be missed around here.
None will miss her more than Marath. She is desolate and risks leaving her clutch.
A gold never leaves her clutch, with or without their Weyrwoman.
There is always a first time.
Then we must find a new Weyrwoman for the golden egg in the hatching ground. I'm sure Sabor realizes the situation.
He does. My hide itches, D'kor.
You always itch. Your hide and your belly are all you think about.
My hide needs oiling. The oil is on the shelves, unless you knocked it off in a stupor last night. The brush should be nearby.
And we're in the game. First thing I notice is how oddly horny that all was. The second thing I notice is how badly the audio is mixed. This is going to cause issues for me in the edit, I can already tell. One of the very few things I know about this game is that it is beset by a horde of bugs, and I imagine the patch I've applied is only going to make it more unstable. Do you ever load up a game and immediately get the sense that there is a shocking amount of fan art for it online? Oh, also, I don't know the controls. WASD doesn't work. In fact, WASD makes me very confused because W brings up the map, but the arrow keys are working to move around. I'm gonna say shift makes me run. Okay, it's intuitive enough. What do we think a 2000s video game would make the pick up and interact button? If I'm remembering my original keybinds from Morrowind correctly, and I usually am, it's space. Note to myself, to stop Smanth making my drunken head worse, he's told me that I have to get my knife back from Catan in the next cave. Why do we live in a cave? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with living in a cave, but I thought we were going to be like special boys and we'd have some sort of house. I'll do it first thing in the morning. For now I'll sleep, at least that'll stop the room spinning. I've defaulted to my stoner California voice, I think, for this character, because I already can't remember what he sounded like. I already quite like the setup to this game. Horny dragons aside, and, you know, people can have mixed opinions on those as they like. Dragonriders Chronicles of Pern is an action-adventure game developed by UB Studios UK, and published by Ubisoft for the Dreamcast and PC in 2001. We're playing the PC version here. It's based on some books, sort of, but we'll go into that more later. UB Studios UK were an English in-house team for Ubisoft. I can't find very much on them. They were originally part of something called Grolier Interactive, another defunct studio that made edutainment and learning software. They're only credited on a handful of games between 2001 and 2002. This was their main big project. Other than Dragonriders, they made a Rayman game for the Game Boy Color and a Bear in the Big Blue House game for the GBA. They don't have a website to look through the archives of, and I don't see any date of closure listed anywhere, so we can assume they just dissolved into the soil at some point after 2002. They're not the other English Ubisoft studios, London or Leamington, both of which got axed in the last couple of years. They were just a short-lived collection of devs like so many other studios that Ubisoft chew through. Looking through their list of current and shuttered subsidiaries is insane. It's enough to radicalize you against big business. I'm sure I've gone into Ubisoft before, or Ubisoft as they're credited for this game, so I'm not going to bother here. You already know who they are anyway. If you don't, just picture a faceless behemoth with a French accent that makes all those huge grey open world slop games that dominate sales charts. I've strayed into editorializing here. Speaking of dragons, what is this flying around my head? I thought our dragon was the huge boy whose hide needs oiling. Oil for dragon skin, lovely. I have very dry skin, I need oiling fairly frequently. I wouldn't put it like that. I don't use oils actually, I use a series of skin lotions.
Would you like me to tell you how to use items in your inventory?
Oh, it's one of those games where they sort of break the fourth wall in a weird way to tell you the controls. I'll skip any boring tutorial bits for you, don't worry.
Open your inventory by pressing the inventory button.
That's so unhelpful. I was really hoping you'd tell me what that button was. X, S, A, D.
Yes, D'kor.
D makes me look at my dragon in a hologram form. Oh, this isn't voiced? That's inconsistent. I.
Now select the oil.
He's so sensual. I kind of like it. It's a nice presence to have when you're confused by a UI, as I currently am, because what the hell is this?
Whichever item is in the large circle on the right is the item you will use when you press the use button.
God, this guy's really eager to get brushed. By the way, I don't have a brush on me.
I said my hide itches.
Jesus, okay. What's our relationship?
The first time. My head hurts enough without you intruding.
Then oil my hide, and I'll be quiet.
We seem to be an old married couple, which is a nice vibe.
Whichever item is in the large circle.
Oh my god, I'm cutting it for you, but he said this 3 times now. He won't leave me alone.
Make sure that the item is in your pocket.
I appreciate, and this is not a joke, I appreciate how huge and chunky and kind of tubby the dragons look. It's not a design I've ever seen before. It looks like some sort of MPreg art you'd find on DeviantArt. I despise how my character is obviously mouth-breathing with a horrible ponytail. I've very rarely seen a less appealing main character than this. Let's pet his little snout. Where do I need to go to brush your hide or whatever? Do I just go to your tummy? Your feet? I don't want to oil your feet. That's going a step further than I want to be with you. Stop telling me! I get it! Guess what I can't skip, by the way?
The item is in your pocket.
I get about 20 seconds to walk around and figure out what I'm meant to do before he does that unskippable mind entry again. For the love of Christ, oil the boy. I need a brush, but he's going to say it again.
A large circle on the right.
This is going to be the whole video. It's going to be 45 minutes of me trying to brush this boy. There's nothing else I can look at in here. I must have everything I need. Maybe I need to hold down the use key on his snout. Okay. We're going over to the manual, I've decided. Welcome to the manual. Illustrations that also look straight out of DeviantArt. Everything about this game has a very specific vibe. I imagine this series is very popular on Tumblr, and that's not an insult. Yet. Spacebar is the action button. Enter is use item in pocket. Why are they different? Oil that man. That's not a lot of oil for a big dragon.
Now follow the same procedure with a brush.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The Silent Hill, Resident Evil changing camera angles are very annoying. Oh, it's actually just a broom. I didn't realize. I guess that makes sense. He is huge. Can I look around here for a second, or are you going to still interrupt? D'kor, you need to find the brush and oil me. I don't even know what this room is. It's just like a big hollow in the ground. I suppose we've probably built around the cave rather than made specific rooms. Who's going to get brushed?
Thanks, D'kor. Yugoth has told me that Sabor wants to meet with you and the rest of the wing later in the day.
Regarding a new Weyrwoman, no doubt.
A search is required. No suitable candidates are here in the Weyr. We must go to the hold.
I'm not sure the other riders will like that too much. They think hold stock is inferior.
Nonsense. It is what is on the inside that is important to us, not where they come from.
Don't let the old men's dragons hear you say that. You know that rigid tradition is all that drives them.
The Red Star has almost passed. Soon traditions will have no meaning.
Perhaps. It has been known that the Hold Lords will begin to question our purpose on Pern. We shall have to wait and see.
Is there a caste system? Are we like the sort of prickish elites, like medieval knights, and then the holds are the normal peasant boys who don't have special magical dragon bonds? How awful are we to the holds, is all I'm gonna say. Maybe we're lovely. Maybe the holds are the one in the wrong. Who knows? I can probably leave now. Are you coming with me? I thought the whole thing was about riding dragons. Are you gonna... You're just lazily gonna sleep around? Bye.
Master Dawn has let me know that your riding gear is repaired from the thread scores on it. You can pick it up whenever you like. And do something about your sore head. It's setting me on edge.
I don't know if we're well suited for each other. We're both quite catty.
I will.
It has to be said before we leave this cave. I want to hold him by the ponytail and slice it off. I also hate how he's mouth breathing constantly. Close your damn mouth. I don't like your outfit. I hate everything about this man so far. Which brings me back to that opening cutscene. The one that had the sketchy art style. What was so bad with Roth? It seemed like he was damned by his family's expectations of him, and turning your back in shame is such a horrible thing to do to your son. And what happened to you being all meek and fearful and sensitive or whatever? As it is, you just come across a bit like a frat dude. But maybe that'll be elucidated as we go through. I can't see where the hell I'm going. There we go. Would it be rude to say that all our dragons look the same so far?
Hello, lad. How's the head?
A bit sore. I don't think Smanth is too happy with me either.
Brent, too. Nothing worse than a dragon with a sore head. I'll bet Natoth is fuming this morning after what Nath did last night.
And what did Nath do?
You don't know? Well, far be it from me to tell you and risk the fellow further embarrassment.
Very well. Smanth tells me I left my knife with you last night.
I took it from you after you decided to scribe your name in one of the gaming tables.
That bend in wine was to blame. I hardly ever drink it.
I'd better show you how to use that knife in the way it's intended.
That's patronizing, but also I do need the help, yes, thank you. I hate your facial hair as well. Does everybody look this bad in this cave? I suppose this game did come out in about 2001. It was the style at the time. You gonna fight me with a broom?
To use the combat stance that Jacob taught us when we were Weyrlings, press the action button.
What's the action button? Is that space? Hey! This doesn't look silly at all.
Right.
How the hell are you holding that knife? It looks like you're cutting yourself on the blade.
Easy, lad. You nearly ripped my shirt. So now my blood's all fired up. Do you want to spar for a while?
Sure, I should probably learn. I wasn't necessarily expecting combat from this. I was under the impression that this was some sort of adventure game? And when you put combat in an adventure game, typically, not always, I'm sure there are exceptions, typically it is the worst thing you've ever experienced. I'm getting flashbacks to playing Dark Earth.
Defend yourself.
That's the spirit. You'll soon forget about that sore head.
Dodge. Smash. I'm just kind of pressing buttons. I think I'm doing okay. I don't know if he's even hitting me.
That's enough for today. I'm worn out before I've begun.
Lovely, strength increased. Is this an RPG?
You have just earned your first skill. There are many more to find on Pern, all of which will give you enhanced abilities. To obtain them all will be a difficult task, as you must find a person with that skill to teach you.
Can I talk to this dragon? Are you as slow speaking as my dragon? Or is my dragon just weird? Maybe the dragons can't talk to you unless you're soul bonded with them. Why don't you have a little green lizard friend? Am I special? I'm not entirely sure where to go next, so I guess we're just going to explore. I needed to pick up my dragon riding gear, I know that. Oh, the camera angles are making me feel a little ill. Even more so than other fixed camera angle games I've played. Hello, Vikai. I can't remember which one you were or why I needed to speak to you. We need to find a new Weyrwoman. What's a Weyrwoman? Who knows? But we need to find one. Maybe it's one who manages the dragons, like a project manager for fantasy beasts.
Who are you?
I'm D'kor.
I live here.
Well, D'kor, when at least you become more conversant, perhaps we will speak. Go now, I'm busy.
I live here. What do you mean, who am I? Who are you? What do you mean more conversant? Do I need to cure my hangover? Hello, book boy.
Crack
dust. Where did I put that journal?
Have you lost something?
My journal.
Well, where did you leave it?
I forget. It's not that it's got any personal things in it, but it contains a list of all the skins here and what's on them. Oh, I can't file anything without it. If you find it, be sure to bring it back, would you?
I'll keep an eye out.
Quest.
You look a little confused. Do you know your way around the Weyr? I only say as I have a map I could give you.
Oh, I'd love a map. That sounds really good. I mean, I'm sure I could eventually find my way around. Once again, I do live here.
You can look at it by pressing the map button. Different maps will highlight different parts of that location. Some may even lead you to hidden areas.
Do games still do this? Press the Z key to bring up the map menu and then you can find your way around and get secret new skills. Like, that completely takes me out of it. Nowadays, I feel like it's mainly screen coming up with text telling you to do this sort of thing, or a tutorial that is before the game that tells you how to do this sort of thing.
And remember, if you see my journal...
Yeah, I know
I'll
your
be sure to
journal.
bring it back to you.
Can't do anything without my journal. No. Sorry, I find that very specific accent very funny. Numbweed, thickthorn, citron fruit, mushrooms, and herbs. We have many herbs on Pern, and most of these can be put into one of two groups, healing herbs and seasoning herbs. Healing herbs we use as either a direct application or as a many ingredients in a medicine or cure. Yeah, it's just lore. Okay, that's fine. What is numbweed? Is that some sort of healing anesthetic? A medicinal anesthetic cream. This is if you want lots and lots of lore, I imagine. And I can't talk to this woman, by the way. Maybe my character is an incel and he's terrified of them. Oh, never mind.
And where do you think you're going?
I don't know, looking
What's
for a
behind
journal.
that curtain?
The Weir Leader's private reading room, and only those of considerable reputation are allowed in there, I'm afraid.
That seems bad. Maybe they're very fragile. We do appear to be writing on vellum of some sort. So maybe they're ancient and will crumble apart if you don't read them right. I wouldn't trust this prick reading ancient tomes. But if they're just like forbidden knowledge, then we might be in a dystopia. That'd be fun if this was a dystopia. It feels like I'm in a dwarven kingdom right now with all this cave exploring. I thought we were going to be going out into the town. Ooh, the music's kicked in. Now this is the music I expected from this game. Whimsy. Fantastical whimsy.
Good morning, D'kor.
Bahal, I didn't see you at Nalaya's farewell last night.
I hated
I was
her.
on watch. As a consequence, I am exhausted beyond measure.
Then go to sleep. Your eyes look... both our eyes look bad.
Of course, and I look forward to it, but first I must rest.
And I don't suppose you've heard anything about Naeth either.
Bits of things passed to Piath from other dragons. I know that Azoth is not happy with Naeth. It is worrying when a dragon dislikes its rider.
I'm sure it's only temporary.
Perhaps. Now, please. The need to sleep is weighing me down.
Well, I only came over because you were up and about. Just get into bed.
Actually,
I wouldn't have come
Are
in.
you heading down to Fabenn's Weir?
I have no
If you
idea.
are, as I am utterly spent. Would you give this skin to him? He and I were talking at great length the other evening about some of the great ballads, and he requested some of them from me.
I anticipate a lot of fetch quests in this little area.
If someone could wake me once the meeting starts, I will appreciate it.
If I remember, I will. Now, I've already forgotten your name. If it wasn't on the screen, it would be lost to me forever. And I don't remember what the name of the guy you just said was, so I'm just gonna have to talk to everybody. I don't remember who I was supposed to be getting the dragon riding gear from either. Night Vahul. Mara, those trousers are very form-fitting.
I was just admiring your work.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Thank you. I call it the World of Pern Tapestry. When it's finished, it will show the whole of Pern in fine detail.
That's fascinating. Very beautiful.
In order to complete it, I
Why are you
need
sitting
someone
now?
very reliable to gather information for me. Someone whose reputation precedes them.
I love that she did not then ask me. That's so good. I need someone reliable. And I just wait there expectantly and she never calls on me. Neth, there we go. Neth, apparently your dragon is furious at you. What did you do? Why won't I close my mouth? It's really bothering me. When it goes close up on my face like this, it's really noticeable. Are we alright? He's not voiced?
Anyway, I heard that your night was better than mine.
I'm so embarrassed. D'kor.
Now he's voiced.
The news must be all round the Weyr by now.
Pretty much. But no one seems to be able to tell me what you did.
Well, it's rather a sorry affair. Azoth is ready to mate, and we Green Riders have a tendency to, how shall I put it, become on edge when our dragons are ready to fly.
And you were on edge last night?
So much
Did you harass
so that between
someone?
Azoth and the Bend and Wine, I think I may have become a bit too forceful in an argument.
How forceful?
I think I drew my knife on someone. But I can't
That's
remember
pretty
who.
bad.
By the first egg, what are you going to do?
Well, I would apologize, but I don't know who to apologize to. And I'm afraid to go out of my Weyr for fear of a dagger in the back. Do you think you could see your way to finding out who it was and apologize on my behalf?
You seem genuinely remorseful. However, it is a horrible thing to do. Don't do that again. Your knife privileges are revoked.
I'll ask around for you.
Thank you, D'kor. You do me a great honor.
You're a fancy lad, aren't you? I like your little pink undershirt. Hey, Amara, do you know who Neth nearly knifed?
Someone whose reputation precedes them.
She does not care about these petty squabblings, which I admire. Oh my god, it is so difficult to see where I am.
Oh, a dragon rider. Thank the first egg.
What's the matter, Jillian? You seem distressed.
It's my boy, Jim. He's been gone all night and I'm worried out of my mind.
Oh my god, am I gonna have to keep
Where
a
was he
journal
seen
to
that?
figure out how many things I have going
Went to the
on?
Weyrbowl last night to play with Jax and the other children, but never came back.
This model is really rough. Some of the faces look alright. Some of them have obviously been scanned from real photographs and then just put onto some meshes. This looks bizarre. This looks like something's gone really wrong. I don't like looking at you. He is probably fine. You know what kids are like. Boys will be boys, etc. I'm going to check if I have a journal in this game in a second, like a quest log. And if not, I'm actually going to pull out a pen and a notebook and start writing this stuff down.
Well, I better go and see if I can find it.
Thank you. My husband, Moulin, is already out looking.
Moulin.
If you see him, he may be able to help.
Oh, there's the map, by the way. It doesn't tell me where I am, unfortunately, but that's fine. Oh, Christ, where are we? You don't have a journal. Oh my god. So we're going to get a journal at some point, but we don't have one right now. I assume we have to find it for that librarian. Dragonriders of Pern is an extremely long-running series of fantasy books written by American novelist Anne McCaffrey. I've never heard of her, or these books in general, but I gather that I'm very out of touch for that. She was the first woman to win the Hugo Award for fiction for her novella Weyr Search, which began this series, and also the first woman to win a Nebula Award for the second story in the series. She was inducted into the Science Fiction Hall of Fame in 2006. She died aged 85 in 2011 in Ireland, where she'd lived since about 1970. Ireland is a notorious tax haven, albeit usually only for evil megacorporations. Some writers moved there in the 70s due to a promise of zero income tax for resident artists, although this was pre-EU Ireland, so you'd have to put up with dirt roads and a lack of running water. Dragonrider spans 24 novels and 2 short story collections, published from 1967 to 2024. This woman wrote so much. When you factor in all her other series, she was putting out at least a book a year for decades. From what I gather, Dragonriders of Pern leans towards a young adult market. Most were written by Anne, some were written with or by her son Todd, and there's a couple of posthumous ones as her family tries to keep the thing running. It combines fantasy and sci-fi weirdness, with space travel and planet colonization and mushroom-based space plagues, mixed in with medieval fantasy tropes and telepathic dragons. It's been called planetary romance, and Anne McCaffrey herself referred to it as sci-fi. I would have eaten this stuff up as a kid. I read almost nothing but trashy fantasy fiction. If it had a dragon or an orc on the cover and spanned at least 8 volumes, I was in. So many terrible Dungeons & Dragons novels. I shouldn't know who Drist is. Anyway, this game isn't really based on any of the books in particular. There are bits and pieces that take from various plotlines in the books, but it's not a straight-up adaptation of any of them. It takes the vibes of it all and tries something new. Okay, what's your name? Jillian. Let's get out the book. Oh, hang on. I came up here to figure out the names of some people so I could write them down in my little notebook that I have open now. And there's a new boy. Are you the lost boy that I need to find? I don't remember your name. I've just written down Jillian's son.
And who might you be?
The name's Finn. I'm here from Harper Hall.
That was not the voice I
What brings you to Fort
expected.
Weyr?
I bring the news that Salin, head woman of Harper Hall, sends her condolences upon the...
I'm only
Weyrwoman
12.
alive to the Weyr of Fort.
Send Salin our thanks and our good wishes.
Very well, D'kor. I bid you farewell in the knowledge that I shall see you again. Perhaps
That
sooner
is
than you think.
insane.
Hey, how do you know my name?
I know everything. I'm a precocious little boy. God, the camera. I promise I won't make this video constant complaining about the camera, but Jesus Christ, it is hard to describe how rough it is. Sometimes it just forgets to come along with me. Right, does either of you know who nearly got stabbed? Jesus Christ, the camera! T-men! I'm always down to chat with a couple of T-men.
Here to lose money to this gambling fool?
Aye, and a share of my wits too, knowing the way he plays.
Are you calling me a cheat?
I'll stab
Just a
you.
man who's unreasonably lucky with dice.
Ooh.
I shall leave you to it.
I don't want to get involved.
See you
Goodbye.
at the board meeting later on.
I suppose, although I think the more traditional among us will not like what he has to say.
Ooh, is there a Tory contingent in the Weyr? Or maybe it's like New Labour versus Old Labour? Which one of you is Tony Blair?
I bet your head feels a bit thread-beaten, doesn't it?
I felt better.
Now, about that gambling debt you owe me.
Gambling debt? I must have been drunk.
The look on your face. You were right, Timen. That was a good prank.
That was
You
so
have
lame.
no debt, lad. Least not with me.
You're sharply in here this morning.
The dice were unfair last night. I need to cover my losses, and Timen here offered to play a few rounds with me.
And we nearly lost our table too when you decided to carve your name in it.
I don't think that would
Until
destroy a
Catan
table.
stayed your hand.
My apologies. Well, I shall leave you men to it.
Clear skies and fair weather, D'kor.
Why does everybody just sort of stare for a little bit after speaking? A lot of the voice lines are quite clipped, like they've edited them wrong. Maybe that's a consequence of playing this on a modern system, I don't know. Then they just linger for a while after they speak as well. It's all very off-putting. For Ben, are you feeling stabbed?
What do you want?
That's the tone of somebody who's nearly been stabbed.
I wanted to talk for a while.
I suppose you've heard about this meeting with Sabor?
Nobody will stop going on about it.
I think it's disgraceful that we have to lower ourselves to look for inferior stock in the holds. It is breaking tradition.
If breaking tradition allows us to have a new Weyrwoman and save the future of our dragons, then so be it.
But the Weyr has always bred people for impression, especially the Weyrwoman.
Change. Do you think that now the holds and halls have little use for us, they will begin to question our purpose?
Never. The Dragonriders are the only reason their homes have not been razed to the ground and their flesh seared from their bones.
And they should be grateful? They do provide for us after all. It's a fair exchange.
Wary teeth, man. The riders are superior in every respect. Apart from some idiot greens like Nueth. There are some characters out for his blood after his escapade last night.
Like who?
No one seems to be able to tell me what he did. I think Sabor may have something to say on the matter.
Shelled, man. Sabor is a fool, as are most of the riders here.
You just said we're
Always
superior.
talking about how things must change with the times. Well, I'm too long in the tooth.
We look like we're the same age.
The current ways have lasted for hundreds of turns for a good reason. They won't change now. You'll see. I'll be there as soon as I've finished reading these ballads. Actually, Vahul said he would lend me one of
the
his.
ballad boy. I forgot to write that one down.
If you see him, could you get it for me?
Well, give it here, lad. Don't dally.
Is your voice actor changing between takes? This is a bizarre conversation.
Thanks. You can go now.
Why are you shy about reading? I'm too conservative to read. Reputation increased, yeah, but at what cost? I don't know what any of these bars up in the top left of the screen mean, by the way. But they're slowly fading from existence, so don't worry about it, kitten. Yay! I guess we need to go find Sabor. Where the hell is Sabor? There's so many names on this map. You're just like a modern man. Well, the red leather trousers are a bit off. You know what this game visually reminds me of? Is the Hobbit game from like 2003. Any of you get stabbed? What are you even looking at? Are those toilet rolls?
Ooh, my throbbing ear.
What's the matter?
Chef Tom's got a right old temper on him today. I dropped a tray and he belted me.
That's illegal.
He didn't take my head clean off.
That's unusual for Tom to be in a bad mood.
Apparently, one of the Green Riders, don't recall his name, insulted all of the food that Tom laid out from the liar's wake last night.
The food.
It nearly ended up in a fight. I think I'll need stitches. And look! I've got to clear all this mess up from last night or I'll get another thickia. You don't want one of these jars, do you? Tom says they should be thrown out, but I think you might find a use of it.
Wait, no, what's in the jar? I've been on Reddit before. God only knows what's in here. No, we've got matching ponytails. We look like brothers. Horrible brothers.
I'm pleased the thread is waning. I'm not sure I could take much more combat.
Rumour has it we're looking to the holds for impression candidates. What's wrong with the Weyrfolk?
Apparently, they're all trash. None of the dragons will accept them. I don't know how we know this. Now, I'm walking, but the game has left me behind. It's decided it doesn't want to follow. I'm pressing the forward key. I had no idea where I was going there. Little bug! Follow the... Oh, I can't see the little bug. Little bug! I want to pick it up and gently squish its little cheeks. Oh, God, it's cute.
Greetings, D'kor.
You have a normal name. That's unusual for this area.
Fragile after Nalaya's weight.
And how is Marath, our gold? Rumour is she may fly her clutch.
Morath is melancholy, yes, but Smanth has not mentioned anything.
Yes, he
It
has.
is unheard of for a gold to leave a clutch.
Well, I suppose you'd know.
How goes it with the tide? The bended wine that came in yesterday was a welcome addition.
I couldn't get it off the cart quick enough. Aye, the tides seem in order, although there is a great shortage of oars in this last shipment.
As long as we have enough food for the cold, the oars can go hang.
But it's not like the master miner to leave us short. I'll have to ask the trader that brought it in.
Knowledge increased. I'm gonna ding and be an even better dragon rider if we ever get to ride a dragon. Oh, I see the little wiggling bug again. It's so unbelievably cute. Sorry, I recognize I'm kind of in the minority for those opinions, but look at its little legs. It looks like a little hockey puck.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, sir, but you should stay away from Tom Keating today. He's in a right foul mood.
He's got a surname.
Insulted his food again.
Yes, sir. And you know how protective Tom is over his food.
It is good for a man to take pride in his work.
If only he were good at it.
And it only takes a small insult from a Green Rider to upset old Tom. Oh, listen to me. My apologies. I've spoken out of turn. I must get back to work.
Were you the one that got the knife pulled on them? Because Neth is a green rider, right? What's our dragon? He looked kind of bronze. I don't know how D&D it's going to be. Like, are there chromatic and metallic dragons? The green dragons are going to breathe toxic fog at us.
I suppose you're here to insult my breakfast spread. Meat rolls not good enough for you, eh?
That sounds delicious, actually.
Tom. Your food has always been of the highest quality.
Tell that to your arrogant friend Nerth.
There we
Too much
go!
salt here, this cloud's too bitter, the herd beast tastes rancid. It nearly came to blows.
You have to understand, Neth's green is ready to mate, and that sets a rider on edge. I've spoken to him earlier, and he deeply regrets what he's done.
But he attacked me!
For which he is truly sorry.
I'll tell him to come
He
up.
didn't mean what he said.
Ah, well, maybe he had a point about the herd beast tasting off. The last lot was a feeble-looking bunch.
No, it's his
So he's
fault.
forgiven.
For the time being. But if he ever does it again, I'll hang his hide out to dry.
I'll pass the message on.
And he
Talking
should
of
come up
passing
himself.
messages, if you're going to Fort Hold in the near future, I've got an errand I'd like you to run. Seeing as I forgave your friend and all, I figure you Dragon Riders owe me a favor.
Hang on, I'm already writing it down. Did he not actually... I looked down from the screen to start writing the notes. You didn't say anything.
Find out if you're going to Fort Hold and then come and see me.
Ah, okay. You're out
Morning,
of it.
D'kor. What it will be this morning?
Oh, I need something to cure my headache. Do you have any paracetamol, please?
I've just the thing. My own personal cure.
What's in it? Nothing dangerous, I hope.
You'll have to wait and see.
That doesn't inspire confidence. Potent cure for headaches. Take it. My dragon will stop being pissy with me. Was I on 1 bar of health that whole time? Is that why my dragon was so angry? I understand. I thought it was just a light thing. Fun fact, I've never been hungover because I've never been drunk. I don't drink, so I don't know what a hangover is like or what it's comparable to. I don't know how bad it is. It might be genuinely crippling.
Oh, D'kor, come to help me with my hatching ceremony preparations. We need a meal big enough for a dragon.
Do we feed the dragon? The dragon take care of itself. Maybe I need to read the books. Or the little lore section that came with the game's manual. Either would probably work.
A dragon-sized meal? Sounds good, Roma. What do you want from me?
What do I want? Why, ingredients, D'kor, ingredients.
Ingredient?
That's what I said. Ingredients. Lots of them. Here's the list.
Jesus
You'd better
Christ.
write this down. Don't want you bringing back the wrong things now, do we?
I will write them in my journal, Roma, but I'm sure I can remember them.
I don't have a journal.
That's the spirit, lad. Well, for starters, I need nettleweed, featherfern, and a whole bundle of flax.
Well, that's not too bad.
My, you're funny, D'kor. I also need some old wine of at least 60 turns. Red wine, that is.
Is that it? Are you going to say anything more?
Is that all?
Jesus Christ, that was
No,
awkward.
That's not all. You must also find me 4 tunnel snake eggs.
Tunnel
and,
snakes rule!
Two nice big wary eggs for old Rome.
Wary egg?
I'll keep that in mind. Alright, goodbye everyone. I must have needed to find that guy's journal very quickly and I've just missed it. Neth was on this level. I should go tell Neth that he's okay.
Well, Tom isn't too happy with you, but you're in the clear.
Tom? The cook? Oh, this is some sort of bad dream. He'll poison my claw for sure.
Fret not, my friend. The air is cleared, and your claw will be poison-free, although you've done his herd beast a great disservice.
The bubbly pies were fine. It was the herd beast that tasted foul. Did you not taste it yourself? Bitter to the bone.
Bendin wine took away most of the taste, I'm afraid.
Well, thank you, D'kor. I suppose I'd better go and apologize myself.
Yes, you should. Get it all sorted.
Oh, by the way, I have some news for you.
You saw a little boy?
Oh, yes.
Azoth thinks she may have found a potential Weyrwoman within the Weyr. She seems to be a little more sensitive than the other Greens. Ramala, Kendrick, the craftsman's daughter. She is out of the Weyr for the next couple of days, but perhaps you could talk to her when she returns.
Yeah.
It would be good to find a new Weyrwoman within the Weyr.
That would solve some issues with all the racists. I can also tick off on my journal the Neth quest. I hate that I have to do this. It's kind of fun. I have vaguely fond memories of doing this as a kid with older games. It's why I have the notebook at all, because I play a lot of older games, and sometimes you have to write these things down. I think the last thing I put in here, I think a lot of these are notes about a Tex Murphy game. Let's go downstairs. Ooh, a little hand crossbow, like a drow. Are we in Menzo Baranzan? Oh, these are noticeably more fancy. It still feels like it would be quite musty. Imagine the lack of ventilation. I imagine carbon monoxide would be a big issue in a dwarven mine. Kevin! You can't be called Kevin in a fantasy world! I'm so sorry to all the Kevins that might be watching, but it is an inherently very silly name.
I can't concentrate on this writing with people hanging over my shoulder. Oh my, a Dragonrider. Forgive me, sir. I meant to offend.
You're forgiven.
Oh, God, D'kor, that gave me the
I'm here
ick.
from Harper Hall to deliver a new batch of skins to the Weyr leader's personal collection. However, I forgot a couple of important ballads, so I'm scribing them now.
It's like when I went to America and shop staff started calling me sir. Genuinely one of the biggest culture shocks I've experienced. Really off-putting. No one's allowed to sit down and everybody's saying things like, "How can I help you today, sir?" And it just makes you want to tear off your own skin.
D'kor, I take it Smanth told you your riding gear was ready.
Ah, I didn't write that down either because I forgot your name.
Nasty marks on the hide. And you got through that without a scratch?
A little bruise, but nothing to worry about. That jacket has lasted me for countless turns. It must have been the hide of the most stubborn Weyr on Pern. Garon's wing has taken over thread fighting duty now anyway, so I suppose that is the end of the action for me.
I'm sure something's just round the corner to keep you busy.
Can I wear that? I can! I don't have to look at myself anymore! Oh, that's so much more pleasant. I like it. Please let me keep this on and don't make people go, why are you wearing that? Well, no, actually, they all have English accents. We're the only American, which is very odd. It's like an old Disney movie set in a fantasy realm, where inexplicably the protagonist would always be a white American blonde child. Oh, and we're in the bowl now! Speaking of American blonde children, I'm looking for someone like that. The only interview I can find concerning the development of this game is GameSpot's short 2001 conversation with Anne McCaffrey ahead of its release. She says the designers contacted her extensively, even flying to Ireland to plot out the world and setting. She declines to comment on the quality of the game, saying, "I'm not a gamer, so my opinion is irrelevant. My sons are, and I'm waiting for their considered opinions." The lead designer was a guy called Oliver Sykes, now mainly known for being creative director on a host of mobile games based on licensed franchises. Barbie, Hello Kitty, Transformers, that sort of thing. Apparently, he didn't want to touch the existing lore of the books, possibly worried about ruining it, which is why this game isn't a full adaptation, and is set in a period that at that point at least was not covered in the books. A fun aside, in that interview, Anne briefly mentions another game based on her books, Freedom First Resistance, saying she gave it to local gamers and everyone has pronounced it deadly, which in modern idiom is high approval. That's so Dublin. Ew. That's pretty much it. She's very vague on anything else. I'll fill out this section with something on the bizarre sexual dynamics of the Pern world, taken from a 1998 interview with Anne on a GeoCities website. Apparently, male green dragon riders are always gay, while female green riders aren't lesbians, but more assertive women. I'm just gonna read this part out verbatim, because there's nothing I could add. Women did ride greens, but they kept getting pregnant and being unable to fly. One or two gays were presented as candidates and the emphasis changed. Likewise, browns and occasionally bronze riders would indulge. Of course, in modern day Weyrs, where there might not be sufficient gays, greens could impress women. I had a dislike of the guy who wanted to be a Weyrwoman and ride a gold. That turned me off like nothing else ever has. I suppose a bisexual woman could ride any of the three lower orders, as it were, but not bronze and certainly not gold. I think I have to read these books, because this all sounds absolutely insane out of context. Like being muttered to at a late night bus stop. Do you not have a head? Is that even a person? I think it is. Oh my god. Oh, this is kind of pretty. This is now looking a bit Morrowind. Jacob. Just call him Jacob. I feel like a journal isn't going to be out here, by the way. I should have gone back up to the library to check.
Ah, hello D'kor. How are you today?
Fine now.
A little sore-headed, Jacob.
No, you're not. You
yourself?
just got a cure.
Can't complain. Though I still wish I was up there, fighting Thread instead of being Weyrbound.
How are your injuries?
Master Healer says they're as good as they're going to get. Thread's nasty when it gets you. My back and sides burn constantly. Sabor says he doesn't want me up there again, so I train the next lot of riders down here.
And you train well.
You were a good student, D'kor. Do you remember that trick of how to speak to your dragon?
That might be a hint of speak to your dragon.
Yes, D'kor.
Fantastic. I'm still in Fort Weyr. Okay, I thought he might have something to say about the bowl. Some sort of herb. Oh, I wish I could actually identify these. I'll collect everything just in case that guy wants these. This has been boarded up very well. It's also hugely collapsed. Are any of you people a little boy? Oh, he's probably trapped in the mine, isn't he?
Oh, hello. I've not done anything wrong, have I?
Not that I know of.
You look like a haunted doll.
Do you know where Jim is?
That's his name,
mother said he was
Jim.
playing with you, and now he's gone.
He said something about going to trap tunnel snakes in the dark caves. We told him it was dangerous, but he didn't listen. He said he'd done it lots of times before.
The dark caves? Where are they?
Jack's over there knows. He dares kids to go in there to show how brave they are.
It is an insane choice that this game has taken to have all of the children voiced by middle-aged actors. This looks very conspicuous, doesn't it? Oh, look at this horrible-looking cow!
You're an unfamiliar face, friend. What brings you to Fort Weyr?
I'm the head of the tithe caravan, as brought the tithes here yesterday.
That bend in wine was much appreciated, although some of us are suffering for it today.
An additional treat I thought you may enjoy.
Kendrick says that the tide was short of ore. What do you know of it?
All that I know is the master miner didn't give us the proper tithe share. Said that pickings had been slim in the mines.
Those mines
Peasant
are
revolt.
harmless. The master miner has said so himself. I shall bring the matter up with the Weyr leader, and we shall see what must be done.
I bet Master Smith Hall has some big project on at the moment. I'll warrant that's where it's gone.
And not inform either party? I think not.
I don't like it when my character tries to be insistent or knowledgeable because it just doesn't come across well. It comes across as pompous. But maybe that's the point. This is an insane thing, what I'm about to say, but you see that icon up at the top of the screen right now where it's obviously two people speaking to each other. I was so confused because I'd been seeing that as like a neck with something lodged in it. Like if a cartoon character had swallowed a watermelon or something and it was going down their throat like a lump.
I'd swear that these beasts chew up Firestone faster than I can break it.
Good talk, Hal.
D'kor, I can feel your struggle. You are too weak to do this. Try again when you have greater strength.
Are you joking? I can't pull water from a well. That's so embarrassing, and we're meant to be the Ubermenches. Oh god, am I breaking and entering? I didn't know this was a thing. Ramela's here, apparently. I can't see her because the camera has decided I shouldn't. There we go.
You startled me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No matter.
I'm just dressed like a freak.
You must be D'kor.
I am. And you are?
I am Ramela, the daughter of Kendrick the Craftmaster.
Azov has told me of this one. She has the makings of a Weyrwoman.
I'm glad to have found you here.
Really?
The dragons have noted that you are suitable for the golden egg.
Me? A candidate for Weyrwoman?
It would seem so. If you are interested, then you should begin to prepare yourself.
Yes, of course. I'll make my way to the hatching ground straight away.
Oh, this is perfect then. This is great. I can tick that off the list. I didn't expect that to happen. 2 quests done. We are a quest machine. I feel like I haven't accomplished anything of note, to be honest. If I can find this child, that'll be something useful. Because he's probably been eaten, so we can at least recover his body for his mum. If nothing else, she deserves closure. Before I do, can I go into this windmill? Maybe I can meet Jonathan Creek. Oh, it's the Lump Man! The camera's doing its best to make me not talk to you, but I'll talk to you.
Stuck again! Stuck again! Always getting stuck it is!
What seems to be the problem here?
Something's got lodged in the mechanism, so it has. Would take someone of formidable strength to budge it.
I can't even retrieve water, so this is not going to work out. It doesn't even speak.
Of formidable strength to do it, I fear.
And look at you with your weedy little tiny man arms. Get out of my sight. No, you cannot go into my house. Not until I see your rippling biceps. I look quite pudgy in this as well. This is not a good look. It's better than my ponytail though, so I'll take it. Oh, noble bully. Tell me what you did to that small one.
I've heard that you may know where Jim is.
Yeah, he went to the dark caves to trap tunnel snakes. He's brave, but not as brave as me.
I wouldn't call putting your life in danger brave. Where are these caves?
On the other side of the wheel bowl. I can give you a map if you like.
Yes, please. Apparently I need to rely on children to give me maps of where I live. Why would you ever turn down the map? I mean, I guess to save face against this 25-year-old child, but still.
Here, I drew it myself. It shows all the secret tunnels and everything.
Thanks.
I have a soft spot for maps that are drawn by hand in the lore of the game. They're on the other side of the Weyr bowl. In here? Mullen! Doesn't want to speak to me, he's just gonna mime. Mullen, I'm here to save your child. And your wife.
Any idea how to get these boards off?
The only way I can think of is to smash them.
Oh, but I'm so weak. Oh, I wish my dragon would wake up. I can't do it, it won't let me. I might be missing something here. I know a guy with a hammer, actually, as I'm thinking about it.
Hal, there's a boy lost in the dark caves. I'll need to borrow your hammer to break through the board.
What? But I got all this Firestone to break.
I'll bring it back in a second.
I haven't got time to discuss this with you, Hal. I need that hammer.
Fine. Here. But I'll make sure that Jacob's wrath falls on your head when he hasn't got his
I'll be like 5 minutes. You can have it back in a sec. You come with me if you like.
When you're done.
That looks so
I used to mine
awkward.
these caves many years ago, so I know the lie of the outer ones. Come on, follow me.
Okay, I suspect you're going to die in here, but I'll try my best to stop that happening.
You've got a knife. We can waste no more time. Let's go.
You've got a knife.
Come on.
He's either dead or he isn't. I don't know if rushing's gonna help matters.
The right way?
Of course I'm sure. This wall, it must be formed from a recent cave-in. Maybe we can break through it.
I still have the hammer. I didn't bother bringing it back to the guy. That is insanely easy.
Come on. Come on.
You can stop saying come on. There's an adorable bug next to me. I want to look at it. Or is that a lizard? Either way, it's incredible and I want it as a pet. Look how cute it is by my little feet.
This is as far as I know. We never crossed these bridges as they were in ill repair.
We're like 15 meters into the mine and this is as far as you ever went.
The weight of a child,
I'll go ahead, you stay here. We'd only be putting both ourselves in danger. If Jim's in there, I'll find him.
Be careful. Run across this bridge lest it collapse behind you.
Is that a good thing to do? I've never tested this on a rickety old bridge, but if you ran, wouldn't that put more pressure down because you're stomping down harder to drag yourself across? Or would it be the same? I guess you're on it less. I don't know. Whee! That went so poorly.
Get blankets and a heater, we may need them. When I find Jim, we'll find another way out. Go.
I see a little friend up there, except I think it's probably not a friend. Also, I haven't saved since about 5 minutes into the game. I really should. And I can confirm there is no auto-saving, because that menu did not list any, and I would have had to have gone back to the very beginning of the game. Hello, friend. Are you a worm beast or whatever they're called? You look kinda cute. Kick him. Kick him. Kick him. Stab him. Kick him. I'm just doing endless light attacks. Didn't block once. Didn't need to. So we can either go down to more snakes or big steps. Let's go over to the big steps. We just punched it in the jaw once and killed it. These are not massively threatening. Oh no, please don't have like a jump key. No, it's just a little cutscene jump. That's better, I suppose. And a little egg. I need to steal their eggs, don't I? We can knock 2 birds out with 1 stone here. Or feed 2 birds with 1 scone. Hello, I'm going to kill you and steal your child. It's so weak. I feel really bad about this. I'm just tapping the same button over and over. The music is sounding more and more like Dune. And I think I can sort of see influences from Dune here. I say that, I've never read Dune. I've seen the new films, which are fine, and I've seen the David Lynch film, which is one of the worst things you'll ever see, in a very entertaining way. So am I about to get smushed? It very conspicuously looked at the roof there. God, you're weak. Even I could climb this. I question the validity of having jumping puzzles or parkour sections without a jump key, because there is no challenge there. Now, I don't really like jumping sections. Outside of a game that is built specifically around it, like a Tomb Raider or something, I don't really ever vibe with them. But what was the point of that, when literally you just press the button and it animates him doing the thing correctly? Kill the snake. Is it really a snake? It's got limbs. It's more some sort of, like, sad lizard. I feel so bad for killing them. My strength is going to be so high after this, by the way. I'm going to be able to get all the well water I can stand. I thought the point of having a pre-animated sequence like this is so you could control the camera better. The camera is still jittering all over the place, like now, like it just did. It's sometimes just looking straight up so I can't see my character. It's not as annoying as other games with bad cameras, because it's not as actiony so far. However, this might be one of the worst cameras I've ever seen in a game. I came up here for a basket and I don't even know what's in it. A trapping basket for holding baby tunnel snakes. Oh, I don't like that at all. Am I gonna have to go all the way back down? There's no jump key and it's all invisible walls around these ledges, so I have to go down this way, the slow way. What was that little action shot? I thought they were doing something clever for a second. The reason you have to take this way back is because they've set up some sort of ambush. Like it zooms in and then it cuts and I see like 14 snakes around me. It's like, they're too clever for me. It's just a jump. I love these little lizard freaks. They're so cute. They're like horrible little bug geckos.
D'kor, I can feel your frustration. The boulder is too heavy. You will have to return when you are stronger.
You know, Smanth, it would be a huge help if you were here at all. Instead of just waking up from your luxurious, oily sleep to chime in with little hints every so often. I'm aware that I can't move it. You could. Oh, my strength's just increased. What are the chances that that's enough? Nope, not enough. My little baby dragon isn't doing anything, but at least it's here. Oh, is that a little lost child? Come to you in a second, but first I do need to break open this wall. Never mind, I can't use this here, even though it's obviously the way we'll escape. I can hear him crying and I'm just ignoring him. What a prick. Why did I do that? I just gently knocked over some rocks for no reason. Oh. I'm going to have to roll this down, aren't I? Why do we have a motion-activated trapdoor in the mines? Maybe you could argue the miners wanted to protect themselves from the rabid tunnel snakes that live down here, and so they needed something they could set up to shut it off. And now maybe the mechanism has been activated accidentally by this idiot child. Strength. Now, do I have a crouch key? I tried to do WASD again, forgetting that this game is old. This game is very old, but it's not old enough that these controls are acceptable, in my opinion. Hello, boy. Stop crying. You're fine. No, we're not fine. Cry!
You made it. I knew someone would come for me.
By the first egg, did you get trapped in here?
Tunnel snakes chased me.
It's horrible being a little boy in this world.
We cannot go back that way. The bridge is gone.
But there's got to be another way out of here.
Every time we speak to a little child in this game, they have the most ill-fitting voice I've ever heard. Can I smash this with my hammer? Am I gonna have to push this minecart down? It's stuck fast. If only I haven't wasted all of my oils on my dragon's skin. Oh, hang on, there's a lever. Look at it. Oh, come on, please. Please, just... There we go. It looks like a bar to activate the brakes, but it's rusted closed. I still need oils. Do you have any oils on you, Jim? I feel like if you go into a cave and ask a small child about oils, you will be put on a list.
We have to find another way out of here.
We're gonna skip across the lava, which I'm sure is in here. Yeah, there's always lava. Apparently I can't jump this. We could be screwed here, Jim. Now, Jim, it's an uncomfortable conversation to have, but I feel like it's important to be upfront. If it comes to it, I will be eating you. You're a child, however, you're not a dragon rider, and I think that overweighs it. I'm apparently genetically superior to you, and so my potential is higher. Do you want to deny the world of more dragon riders, Jim? Do you want to maybe doom the world the next time the thread appears? Are you that selfish, Jim? Your mum and dad actually told me when I went in, in case this happened, that you should let me eat you. Because they would rather you be dead than bring that level of shame on the family. I'm not saying it's going to happen, it's just something you should think about. I might be able to hammer this break open. Yes, crisis averted, Jim. You won't have to give up your supple body. Sledgehammer broke! Oh god, that was such a bad hammer. I'm so sorry, Hell. Is this a shortcut into the lower levels? We might be flooded with snakes. Why did you know this was here?
Are you alright?
How'd you get here?
You worried your mother and I so.
He's fine. A few cuts and bruises. Nothing that won't heal.
No meat missing either, you'll
My
notice.
duty to you, D'kor. If ever you are in need of a favor, you have only to ask.
I'm ticking the quest log.
And as for you, young man, you've got a lot of explaining to do.
Who's the Baldo? Why are you watching?
Well, you always did like to make a grand entrance.
I saved a little
I
boy,
always
you
thought
cannot
that
be mad
corridor
at me.
was a dead end. Even as a child. I never knew it led to the cave.
Neither did I, but I can't say it surprised me. When they dug this place out, it was over a cave network that already existed.
That place hasn't been visited in countless turns.
Well, it's open now. I'm sure that the Master Smith would love to see what's in there.
Gethin will be in his element. We'll never get him out.
And I can come back when I'm stronger to get maybe more herbs or whatever, I don't know. Can I jump this now? No, I can't. So if I want to go back into these caves, it's going to have to be the long way around. Back in a second, everyone. Oh yeah, I can't get across because the bridge is down. That's a nightmare. My strength wasn't high enough and I might never be able to get back in. This is another in a long line of abandonware games I've covered on this channel. As a reminder, abandonware is software that has been abandoned by its owners. Whether that means the studios and publishers have gone out of business, the rights have been passed around so often they've been lost or forgotten about, or the publishers just don't want to bother listing it for sale anymore. Either way, the games are no longer legally available for purchase. They float along in a semi-legal state unless a studio tracks down the rights, buys them, and re-releases them on something like GOG. This happens occasionally, but most abandonware games will just keep floating around ambiguously, getting more and more difficult to run as they fade from memory and technology moves on. Doing this show has made me hate this. It's so common, and not even relegated to obscure or old media. Ubisoft is so rich they could relist this and update it without even noticing. Anyway, luckily there's groups and individuals out there who pick these things up and dust them off for modern systems, free of charge. As is often the case, I sourced this game from the Collection Chamber, which provides custom installers, including any patches, fixes, upgrades, and documentation you may need in an easy package. There's lots of people out there doing this sort of work, and I'm thankful to all of them.
Have you done with my hammer yet?
I'm sorry, Hal. It broke on the way out.
Well, that's just marvelous. Now what am I supposed to do?
Be thankful that you helped save a boy's life and go get a new hammer.
Well, since you put it that way.
Oh, we gave him the head back. Oh, that's fine. I didn't even realize we had the head and the handle. You could just repair the hammer. It's actually fine. Also, Hal was surprisingly understanding. I'm okay with this. Now that my strength is increased, can I help Jonathan over here?
I just...
No, I'm so weak still.
Take somebody of formidable strength to do it, I fear.
I'm getting mogged by all these villagers. What's in this huge pit? The hatching grounds! Oh my god, okay. I wasn't expecting it to be just right there. Now I'm not 100% sure on what's happening here. Are you pregnant? Do you need a new bonded soulmate? Or is one of these eggs going to hatch out a new bronze dragon and you're going to die?
I wouldn't disturb Morath if I were you.
That was the last thing on my mind. How is she?
Nalea's death hit her hard. She has become very introverted. I'm worried as she eats too little for her frame.
Alfair's the golden egg.
Morath seems to be tending to it more than the others. I'd wager we have about a week until it hatches.
Then finding a suitable candidate is of paramount importance.
Oh, D'kor?
Yes?
I wonder, would you look after this for me? I haven't the time to tend another egg, even if it is somewhat smaller.
Yeah, sure. I can take a little cool egg.
I suppose.
It will take someone knowledgeable to be able to hatch it, and I want you to try.
But I'm a doe.
Very well. Thank you, Celia.
A fire lizard, D'kor. Look after it well.
What's a fire lizard? Is that what we have flying around us? Maybe we'll get another fire lizard friend. Maybe we'll have a horde of them. Oh, Ramela's here. We're all going to be gathering here, I assume. We should find as many as possible, though, just because we know what happened with Roth. What if I just kick it? Then nobody gets the egg. Oh, there's another place up here. There's so many places to go. It's so dense. No, I'm strong.
Your strength improves daily.
What the hell is this? Can of beans? An ancient artifact. Some sort of plug? I'm not really sure what this is. And darts for catching bugs. I don't want to be violent towards the bugs. They're adorable. Am I stuck? There we go. I have to be slower. This isn't the least bug-free game I've played. It's very jittery, and it feels like it could stop working at any second. Fun fact, I cut it out for you because, well, why wouldn't I? The game took 3 or 4 tries to even start. It would get to the cutscenes and then just crash. It was like starting up an old chainsaw, pulling the ripcord and hoping it revs to life. Now, unfortunately, I have no idea what to do next. Maybe I should finally go to this meeting. I haven't met the one calling it yet.
I ain't opening the gates for no Dragonrider. You can jolly well fly over the top. This gate is for tithe caravans only. I see you have a gathering jar on you. My daughter Imogen uses them to collect trundle bugs. Says she wants 6 of them. Can you believe it? Don't know what's got into her. She should be preparing herself for the hatching ceremony, not dilly-dallying with insects. If you spot any, it would be good of you to bring them to me. They could be anywhere, and to catch them you'll need one of these. You may as well have it. I've had it on me for 15 turns and never once needed it. Just select the crossbow and press the action button.
The crossbow!
To return from that
Jesus!
bow, simply press escape. I think you can buy quarrels, but I'm not quite sure.
Thanks. I'm sure it'll come in useful.
Remember, if you catch any bugs in that there jar, bring them straight back here.
I'll do that. I've seen bugs around. I don't want to kill them, though. This seems antithetical to everything I believe. All the bugs we've seen have been so unbelievably cute. What about this adorable lizard? Can I kill that? Oh my god! This is rough. Also, I don't appear to be hitting anything. I'm doing it right in the crosshairs and it's not doing anything. I'm going to assume that that would have worked if it was meant to work. This is as fast as I can move. And I can't turn all the way around. It stops at a certain point. I don't know if this is the sort of game that can soft lock you in quests, by the way. Some games, if you don't do them in the right order, you just can't do them. I played a game on this channel recently called Druid, Demons of the Mind. And there was some of that in there, and it's very tedious and annoying. There was definitely some bugs up here. There was a bug in the kitchen. This might not be the important thing to be doing right now, by the way. There's one. Okay, adorable bug, go. Oh, God. His little legs are wiggling! Pick him up. A black trundle bug in a jar. It'll only hold one trundle bug at a time! Jesus Christ! Kendrick, your daughter's becoming a candidate, by the way.
I'll talk to you later, D'kor. I must check all these goods off.
Alright, I guess that's more important than your daughter's future.
Good morning, D'kor. You looked like you were having fun last night.
How'd I miss you?
I was, what little I can remember of it.
I've been wandering around for 5 minutes in this cave.
We celebrated her life so vigorously.
And some more vigorously than others.
He made a proper display of himself, so I hear. I didn't see anything but rumors of flying this morning about him and one of the kitchen staff.
Oh, that would have been useful earlier instead of just wandering around.
Apparently he...
Never mind that now. I'm glad you've arrived, D'kor. I found this book in the gambling hall last night, and I don't quite know what to do with it. I don't know who it belongs to.
Is it a journal?
I think I know. Locke, the librarian, has lost his diary. It may belong to him.
Oh my god, it was here the whole time. It was right next to the library. Oh, well, I know how important oilings are, so of course.
Of course.
I have to say, this game, and I know we're probably early days into it, but it's so much less epic and grand than I was expecting.
Yes?
Do you know what day it is? The same day it was when you found me that pearl last time.
Your name day?
Could be, D'kor, could be. But don't worry yourself with it. I'm sure you have more important things on your mind.
D'kor, you remember what trouble that caused last turn, don't you? You spent days searching for a pearl, letting your Weyr duties slip. Bronzes and greens are never...
I know, Smanth. I know.
Good. We do have more important things to do than fishing, D'kor.
Ooh, are you jealous, maybe? I don't know how close we get to our dragons. We've all seen Shrek. Oh, are these the counselors or whatever? Are we doing the meeting now? Okay, hang on for a second. If I know my fantasy tropes, the baldest is the highest ranking.
Oh, you found my journal. And I went and had a new one made. Crack dust! Well, I've no use for this new one now. You may as well have it.
Thanks. I'm sure it will come in handy.
Every time something important happens, you should write it down. But you must learn how to scribe before you can write anything. Now, Where did I put that skin?
How would I learn how to scribe? Because I barely know how to do that in real life. You don't have a journal. Game! I have a journal!
Now, has that journal been of use?
No.
Remember, you must learn to scribe before you can use it.
Who's the nerdiest freak in this keep? Oh, Vakai. I've sobered up, by the way.
Yes. Well, D'kor, I am Vakai, your Weyr leader.
Yeah, I know.
Our Weyrwoman, Nalaya, is dead, and I fear the Weyr is moving towards dark times. We must all be vigilant and loyal.
Yes, sir.
I am a busy man, D'kor, and I am sure you have many things to do. Our first task is to find a replacement Weyrwoman, and I believe there may be up to 10 suitable candidates around Pern. Find them.
I found one!
Now go. Learn all there is to learn, see all there is to see. And D'kor.
Yes?
Stay out of trouble. I will talk to you again sometime.
Is that the game? Is this what this game is about? I foolishly thought it was going to be about riding dragons and, like, fighting monsters or thread or whatever the hell we're doing. Is the whole game going to be about going around doing tasks and finding bugs and getting women together in a cave? I guess that's an interesting take.
When is this meeting going to start?
Once all the Dragonriders are present. I don't know how many more there are. At least 3. Oh, Jesus. I mean, did I help more people then? Well, I don't think there's anything left to do here. You're oily as you're gonna get.
Sorry to disturb you again, but I don't suppose you could take some time to show me your skill.
Oh.
I suppose so.
I've been wandering around for a little bit. I've even leaned back in my chair and kind of slumped over.
Of course, and I appreciate it.
You already have a journal, so I can give you this ink stylus to use to scribe in it.
Thank God.
Write small, as skins are precious. And write often, as information is even more so.
That's all there is? Write small and write often?
Well, yes. You can view your journal at any time by pressing the journal button. Whenever something very important happens, you should update your journal.
Well, let's put it into practice.
I have a horrible feeling that this game is not going to backtrace these quests. And that if I should have gotten this first. But maybe I'm wrong and it'll be really kind. Let's see. Okay, we have 29 pages of stuff apparently. We're not using this efficiently. I should search lakes and shores for a pearl? Christ. It seems I have found a man whose daughter collects trundle bugs. That's so cute. 4 tunnel snake eggs? I thought he only wanted 2. Tamen and Brack are playing dice in the gaming hall. Someone should take the dice off them. Those might be who we need to go to. Thank you. Quest log. Now we're in business. It's all coming up Dorak or whatever the hell my name is.
Quiet, lad. I need to concentrate.
Meeting's on. And they're right there. Just take them.
Excuse me, D'kor, but we are using those.
You can have them back after you've attended the meeting.
Who died and made him wing leader?
It's literally your only job for the day is to go to this meeting. I think the last one might be to wake up the sleepy boy. I won't disturb him, he's asleep. No, wake him up, we need to go to the goddamn meeting. Oh, Jesus. Who are you? How am I still missing rooms? I feel like I've gone over this place with a comb. The problem is that every time I move around a corner, the entire perspective of the game shifts. And so it's really hard to keep track of which rooms I've gone into. It doesn't help that some of them are closed off by curtains as well.
I hear Sabor is calling a meeting. Will you be there?
Yeah, we have to be, I think.
I suppose I'll have to attend as well. Although I can't stand to be in the same room as the man. He sickens me.
Such bitterness is not good for the wing salon. You should curb your anger.
I lost my eye down to that fool's incompetent orders. He does not know how to control his wing during thread battle. And one day I'll make him regret what he did to me.
That's definitely not ominous.
Unpredictable foe. I have no love for Sabor either, but you cannot blame him for Thread.
Well, he's a lot nearer than the Red Star. And to have that blackguard Catan take my place as wing second just because they believe I am no longer suitable for duty. Apparently my eyesight affects my ability to fight.
Salone, why are you so angry?
I suppose Nalaya's death was a bigger blow than I first assumed. And with Neeth's timely performance last night.
Yes, I've spoken to him about that. I'll leave you for the time being. You look like you need to be alone. I'll see you at the meeting.
Yes, you will.
I think scars and burns look really cool. Still not really sure what thread does.
Perhaps you could help me now, Dragonrider.
Why?
You appear to me as someone I can rely on.
What changed?
What name do you go by? Well, during your travels, you must see.
Am I strong enough?
If you can return here every once in a while, I'm sure you can answer any questions I might have regarding places and events.
I can try.
I heard about the rescue of Mullin's son, Jim. Did you see much of the dark caves?
A bit.
Little.
Can you tell me what sort of Pern animal lives down there? I want to weave these into the tapestry.
Tunnel snakes.
Good. Just what I thought. Thank you, D'kor.
My rep is going up so high, everyone loves me. Inexplicably. Although some of the others are even more annoying, so maybe it's just best of a bad bunch. Please tell me that's all the boys. This looks like a full table. Yes!
Join us.
Are you joking? I got everyone here!
Late. I had a long watch last night.
We understand. Please, join us. Now that we are all here, there are a few matters we need to attend to. Firstly, as I'm sure you are all aware, there is a distinct lack of potential Weyrwomen in the Weyr.
Wary teeth. How can these young idiots with clouded heads possibly find anything? We just haven't looked hard enough.
And have your efforts been any more successful for Ben?
Well, no, but I...
Then hold your tongue.
What do you suggest, Sabor?
We go to the holds. Fort Hold being the first.
This is ridiculous. Tradition...
Thread score tradition, man. We have no other option. Morath is dying, and we have a new goal that needs a rider. Otherwise, it is the end of this Weyr.
Tradition was in place to help us through the pass of the Red Star. Now that is nearly over. There are some who fear that given time, the holds will question our purpose and withdraw from Weyr protection. I see this as a way of bridging the divide that may open.
The Wing Second speaks true.
But we are Dragon Riders. They wouldn't dare. The Weyr hold and hold bond is inseparable.
It has happened before, and it will happen again. Riders are here to protect the people of Pern from thread. With no thread, we have no use.
And with no use, we will lose the tithe.
And the Weyr needs the tithe to survive.
So as you can see, something must be done, and quickly. D'kor and Catan, go to Fort Hold and see what or who you can find there. Make sure you let Lord Grault know of your intention on arrival.
Very well.
The rest of you will fly to various Weyrs and holds to inform them of Nalaya's death.
May I say a few words about Nalaya? Something has been troubling me.
Please.
Has anyone not considered that although she had just left Ista, an almost tropical environment, Nalaya died from an infection associated with extreme cold?
So, your point is?
It seems strange that she should contract such a disease.
I'd warrant it needs further investigation. Lita has a point.
Very well. But I cannot see how Nalaya's death could be suspicious. She was old. That is all. Is there any other business?
There was one other issue.
Yes, D'kor.
The recent tithe caravan was quite substantially short of ore. Is Master Smith Hall working on something that would require such resources? And if so, why were we not informed?
I was not aware of any such project.
Then perhaps, since you brought it up, you may like to visit Master Smith to see what you can discover.
Of course, but I shall accompany you to Fort Hold first. Search is more important than mislaid ore.
Is that all? Good. I will communicate all the other riders' destinations via Yugoth to your dragons. Clear skies and fair weather.
D'kor, wake up, man. We must get ourselves to Fort Hold.
Why are you sitting like that?
We must find these Weyrwoman candidates. Come on, Brenth and Zenth are waiting. I will see you shortly.
That's pretty good. We finally get to ride a dragon. This wasn't the only time someone tried to make a game based on Dragon Riders. In 1983, a studio called Epix made Dragonriders of Pern, a strategy action game for the Commodore 64 and Atari computers. In that one, you mainly oversee negotiations between various factions to manage the threat of the thread. It looks like a spreadsheet software, broken up with arcade sections where you blast things with an 8-bit dragon. Here's some footage. I'll stick with this one. Aside from that, there were a handful of mods in the 90s based on the series. If you don't know what that is, like I didn't, you're probably not 55 years old. It stands for multi-user dungeon or multi-user domain, and sort of sounds like a text-based precursor to an MMORPG. Your World of Warcrafts and your EverQuests, or even something like Second Life or VRChat. A text-based virtual online world where people roleplay together while typing commands, exploring ASCII dungeons, and fighting monsters. Apparently, one archaic term for MMOs is graphical mud, so they all kind of stem from this phenomenon. They actually still exist. According to a site called Mud Connect, there are 663 of them still operating out there, including at least one Dragonriders related server called Pern World. Like I said, at one point there were a few of these based in Pern, to the point that Anne McCaffrey threatened to sue for copyright infringement. She was reportedly irate to find her words translated to the cyber realm. Some were allowed to remain active after she and they agreed to a set of strict rules, and they became legitimized branches. Researching that was a little like reading ancient tablets or alien code. Sometimes I'm sure these sections teach me more than you. Is this a bath? I still haven't figured out what the hell this is. Where do we go to the bathroom? Just in a hole? There are some technologies I wouldn't mind losing. Indoor plumbing is a pretty fundamental one that I would not be able to do without. That meeting wasn't quite as awkward as I feared it might be. Everybody was pretty much on board, and even the reform voters were like, yeah, kind of makes sense.
Ah, D'kor. Glad I caught you. Sabor asked me to give you this.
And this is?
It's a message to be given to Lamrat, Lord Gralt's personal assistant.
His name is Lamrat.
The message officially informs Fort Holt of Nalaya's death.
As you wish.
I like that he's become a bit more competent as well, as he's woken up a bit. He's being a bit more formal. But again, this does not really feel like an adventure. I don't know what this feels like. It's more like taking care of admin duties. In fact, it feels like we're at the postscript to an adventure. Big world-ending threat that the Dragon Riders fight has passed, and now we're shuffling around personnel, filling out paperwork, arranging meetings. This does not feel like an adventure game. It's profoundly low stakes, because what it fundamentally comes down to is that I do not care about these people so far. The game hasn't really given me a reason to like these people or to care about their continued survival. We haven't seen them fight anything. We haven't seen them protect anyone. All we've seen them be is kind of pompous and weird and classist. I don't like these guys. I don't care about this keep. Why do I care if they fade away or stop getting tithes? Even the word tithes annoys me. Jim, you okay? Are you okay? What are you doing? Are you praying?
Hello, Jim. Have you recovered?
From what?
Oh,
He was
yes,
fine.
I'm much better, but I'm not allowed back in the caves again.
Not until I'm 30. It's only a couple of years, though.
For 2 weeks. How am I going to live without them?
Closed into the gambling hall, everything sealed away. I think it's funneling me down to an area. Is this where we fly from? Oh my god, you are huge, aren't you? Jesus. I didn't quite appreciate it in the cave. You are massive.
Do you need reminding on how to get Smanth to fly between?
I think so, yes. Because I've never done it before. We get to fly a dragon, yes! This is what it's all been building to.
Call Smanth by pressing the dragon button and telling him you're ready to leave.
Is that it? That's your tutorial? Alright, I was expecting more like, tilt the camera backwards to make him fly up and stuff like that. Do a barrel roll by pressing the tab key.
Yes, D'kor.
I would like to leave. Magnificent. Look at that beefy boy.
You will be shown a map of Pern with places you already know of marked on.
No.
Select one of these places. Climb on Smanth's back, and he will take you there.
No, it's not just fast travel, is it? In a game called Dragonriders, it's not just for fast travel.
I'll see you at Fort Holt.
That's not awkward looking at all. You'd think we'd have like a ladder on a saddle or something. We don't have a saddle at all, do we? We just cling on for dear life, I suppose. Wasn't expecting it to look that silly or be involving a wormhole. Oh, you got out of your outfit and are showing off your ponytail. No.
I'll go and speak to Lord Geralt. I'll need you to start looking around for
Where are you going?
candidates. Enjoy the gather, D'kor, but don't get carried away. If I need you, I'll contact you.
Again, it's all so casual. There's no urgency here. Like, I know it hatches in a week, but everybody's so, hey, don't waste too much time, but enjoy yourself. Look around the markets, get some juice. Like, nobody's like, we need to get a move on. Go, go, go. It's all so low-key. Little child, how old do you sound?
You haven't come to take my sweets off me, have you? Mummy says that finders are keepers, so you'll have to talk to her.
Don't worry, your sweets are safe. What's your name?
Keela, I'm best friends with Daisy, but she's grumpy after losing her toy dragon, so I came over here to play. These sweets fell off the cart. Do I have to give them back?
I'm sure the cart owner doesn't mind. Like you say, finders are keepers.
Can I touch your dragon?
I mean, he flew off somewhere. I have no idea where the hell he is. I mean, it's up to him. Living, breathing, sapient creature. I'll ask him.
Zenth, we have need of you.
Oh, this is gonna piss him off so badly. He's gonna be so angry at me. I am not a toy, D'kor.
Wow, that was wonderful. I've got to go and tell my mum I touched a dragon. Have some sweets as a thank you. Bye.
Don't touch me again. What is that noise? Is somebody torturing a violin in the background? Some slightly sticky sweets. Have they been in her mouth? That was all very creepy, I have to say. I think it's made creepier by the fact that she sounded so old. It sounded like somebody doing baby talk, which always freaks me out. Is that the music or is that ambience? If it's the music, somebody needs to be fired on the team. Is it you?
Leave me alone. I cannot work when I am disturbed.
I think it is you, but I don't think pottery's meant to sound like that.
Oh, I do enjoy spending all my husband's money at a gather.
You know how women are, innit?
What an honour! A dragon rider at my stall. How pleased I am to see you.
Those are huge pies. Can I have one?
Delicious.
What little there is left.
There's so many pies!
Someone's been stealing from me while my back is turned. Stole some pies! And my map of the gather too. If you see anyone looking suspicious, will you apprehend them?
Thieves tend to shy away from dragon riders. I doubt I'll see you.
But the only way to catch them is to get close to them. Your uniform does kind of give you away, though.
Do you have any rags I can wear? Because it seems like there is an outfit changing mechanic. You see what I mean, though. I know I'm ragging on about it a bit much. But the quests in this game called Dragonriders, Chronicles of Pern, mainly involve finding lost sweets, breaking open a wall in a basement so that they can build an extension, I suppose, finding bugs and putting them in a jar, gathering your co-workers together for a works meeting, talking about how hungover you are. It's really not impressive. It's shocking how day to day all of this has been. Even when we rode the dragon, our character had the same attitude as if we had just asked him to get into a van.
Don't listen to him. He's drunk.
He didn't say anything.
I, on the other hand, am as sober as a harper. He's right about one thing, though. There are caves beneath this place.
He didn't say any. Nobody said anything about caves.
Stopped us from going in, though.
He's got sharp eyes, that one.
So how does one go about getting there?
Are you Canadian now? Your accent just changed, I'm sure of it.
We're in the kitchens. Yeah, you may as well take this. It's no use to us now.
A map?
It's made from superstition and rumour anyway, so probably very inaccurate.
Close your mouth! I'm getting enraged again now that his mask is off.
You have to get past Lamrat first, though.
Ah, Lamret. I know Lamret. I don't know Lamret, but somebody mentioned him. Your name is Borl. The names are fantastic. What happened here?
Would you believe it? I travel all this way, and my cart breaks down right in the entrance.
What happened?
Well, I've had a loose bearing for the last few miles of my journey. And as soon as I got here, it must have snapped off. Then the herd beast just collapsed. Just dropped dead without warning. Is it me? Or is that just a little strange?
Yes, it is.
I really need a new bracket. And a fresh herd beast. I can fix the wheel myself. But I'll need a new bracket to attach it to the cart. You couldn't help, could you?
Well, I am rather busy.
No, you're not.
I can't leave here in case these kids steal any more of my goods.
Were you pulled by a flying cow? Because there seems to be an endless void outside. There's no road, they haven't rendered one. It's just blank skybox. I thought we were maybe like really high up and you had to get here through magic. Are we just on the ground?
I'll wait here for you to return.
Voice acting is very mixed in this game. Some of it's alright, none of it is good. I'll just say that off the bat. But some of it's okay, but some of it, the kids especially, and this guy, I really noticed it, feel very amateurish and not really well edited. The editing is universally bad. I don't have a map of this place, by the way, so I'm kinda on my own. Cows!
Greetings, Dragonrider. My name is Harrit. What can I do for you today?
What do you have to sell?
Beasts, Dragonrider, beasts from all over Pern.
Forgive me, Harat, but your stall seems a little sparse. Trade must have been brisk.
My stocks are indeed short. Time was when I could supply all types of beasts to whoever paid the highest price. But trade has been poor of recent times. My herd beasts are sickly and weak.
You look like a thumb.
Ones are the ones I have here.
The cart owner over there is in need of a herd beast to move his cart from the entrance. Could I use one of yours?
What? I don't give them away for free. I'll make you a deal, Dragonrider. If you can fetch me a baby tunnel snake, then I will give you a herd beast.
I have a basket for those.
You will fetch a good price from one of my clients. More than enough to cover my recent losses. A live one, mind you. I have no use for any with your knife marks in its hide.
Tunnel snakes are dangerous creatures, Harat. Even baby ones.
That's the price. Take it or leave it.
Fine, journal updated. We find a tunnel snake for this freak. And we know that there's apparently caves under this keep. And there's Daisy. Daisy was the friend of that other little girl, right? Why is she crying?
Good day to you, Dragonrider. Look, Daisy, it's a Dragonrider.
So shut up.
Don't want a dragon rider. Want my dragon.
Oh yeah, you took her toy away.
It's just that she's lost her toy.
No, she lost it. Never mind. I jumped to conclusions. I may be projecting there. That happened to me as a child.
She's been playing near the storerooms and the kitchen lately. Her aunt works there, you see.
She seems terribly upset that she's lost it.
It means a lot to her. She loves dragons.
When I was a kid, probably like, might have been too old for this to really have been a proud moment for me. When I was a kid, my dad grounded me as a punishment because I was acting out and took away my computer. I remember that was like the big punishment, but also my teddy. And I don't think he realized how much I liked that teddy because when it came time to get something back, he was like, okay, I assume you want your computer back first. And I said, no, I want my teddy. And he went, oh, I threw that out like 2 weeks ago. And I cried and cried and cried. And it became sort of a foundational moment in my childhood. I will get you that toy back, Daisy, if I have to kill myself in the process.
You wouldn't believe that just a handful of people could generate so much mess, would you?
Have you ever been in a student house? Are you Jamrat? What was your name?
Oh, good. 2 dragon riders in one day. How comforting. What is it that you want?
Catan and myself are here on search, and to deliver a message to a man named Lamrat.
Well, that would be me, Dragonrider. Why didn't you say so? I am Lamrat, assistant and cousin to Lord Grout.
No one with that voice in a game like this is going to be a good guy.
Yes, an unfortunate business. You have the condolences of Fort Hold and my lord. But you won't find any replacements in there. Nothing but drudges, very low caliber stock.
It is the quality of person, not their heritage, that matters. I would like to see with my own eye.
Good for you.
I would prefer it if you would not.
Well, I'm a Dragonrider, are you?
Moment, as they are preparing the interior for the gather. And I think one Dragonrider in there is enough. We have a thief in the market, and they are not getting inside. Perhaps you should come back when the villain has been apprehended.
Very well, if that is your wit.
The Harpers may be a better source of advice regarding search. They seem to know everything that's going on round here, if not all of Pern. Maybe they could help you.
Thank you, Lamrat. I shall do that.
My pleasure. Anything to help a Dragonrider. And don't try sneaking past me. I've eyes as sharp as the Master Smith's sword.
You never trust a Grand Vizier, a Regent, a cousin or uncle of the ruling monarch. You never trust anyone like that, especially when they sound like that. Catch a thief? How the hell am I going to catch a thief? And where are the Harpers? Are they like travelling minstrels or... Oh, in a game like this, I dread to think what stereotype they're going to pull from. Are we about to see like a bad representation of Romany or something? I see a caravan.
What is it?
Sorry, friend. Have I disturbed you?
I'm no friend of yours, Ryder. Nor do I intend to be. So if you'll excuse me.
I'm no friend of yours either. But I do you the honor of extending courtesy where it is due.
Yes, you're right. Forgive me. My nerves are a little on edge. One of our numbers has been taken ill, and the workload has effectively doubled.
What brings you to Fort Hole?
Same as all the others, the gather. I'd be happier staying here if the return journey to Ister is as troublesome as the way up.
You mean you were waylaid by bandit?
Aye, and every other plague a gypsy can encounter. As well as a sick comrade, the cattle have been taken ill. With no cattle, we get no pay. I may be good with a sword, but such a weapon cannot stave off circumstance.
I'm sorry to hear that.
There has been a few mentions now of sick animals, so I imagine that a subplot or maybe major plot of this game is going to be some sort of plague. Oh, there's a harper. Hang on. Somebody with a literal harp. Oh, a little bug! Wait, I never brought that bug in the jar back, so I still have a bug in a jar. God damn it. Dragonriders Chronicles of Pern received negative reviews. Negative to mixed, I suppose. The Metacritic scores are 46% and 44% for Dreamcast and PC respectively. A lot of the criticism stems from what was described as a litany of bugs. The camera would glitch out, the sound would cut, the speech wouldn't sync, and the weighty cutscenes and loading screens were a source of frustration. GameSpot gave this PC version of the game a 4.9 out of 10 and called it a run-of-the-mill adventure game that offers very little actual adventure and too many frustrating mechanical issues. They also simply say the action sections of the game are bad and that the game is incredibly simple. No skill or deductive thought is required. You basically steer D'kor around and press the spacebar when the game tells you to. Dragonriders isn't a terrible game, but it is a pointless fun. At one point they say, those who haven't read the books will likely feel lost at times, which is another big theme in the complaints, and sometimes the compliments. In a positive review from Games Domain, they said, Dragonriders is an absolute must for fans of the series. It's as engrossing and complex as the best of Anne McCaffrey's novels. They listed some of the same issues as the previous article, but didn't care because they like the books. IGN didn't like it either, giving it a 3.8 awful rating. Pern falls substantially short with its uninspired environments, uninspired characters, and rather lacking animation. I suppose if the game weren't so boring, so visually unpleasing, so tedious, so poorly controlled. And if it pretty much wasn't Dragonrider's Chronicles of Pern, then it could be okay. One of those lazy dragons needs to turn its fat ass around and blow some fire directly at the game. There are certainly cheaper things out there, and most won't even require you to cleanse any dragon ass. A very IGN review. In a retrospective review, the Collection Chamber says it's a game they should unequivocally love, except the bugs, undercooked mechanics, and overall lack of polish did leave me with a sour taste. The highest score I can see was from PC's own Benelux, who gave it an 86% and said, "Fans of the classic adventure genre will enjoy Dragonriders to the fullest," though they also say that you will have to bite through the difficult navigation and learn to live with the lack of really exciting, hard-hitting action, and that they would have liked to control the dragons at some point, something you never actually do in the game, despite what it's called.
Hello there. My playing must have lured you here. This is a piece I composed myself. Do you like it?
Well,
It's rather beautiful, don't you think? I thought this fountain would be the perfect setting for my music.
But all the activity is out in the main square. Surely you would get a bigger audience if you played out there. You should try and let as many people as possible hear your music. Why not try the main square?
You just said the same thing twice.
No, you're right. I shall go out there and
Did nobody
play
edit
the
this
world.
dialogue? What was the point of that either? He didn't tell me anything about thieves. Are any of you fine gentlemen thieves?
I thought this was supposed to be a large gather. I've travelled a long way for this.
Yeah, it's always the same with local fairs.
We've hours to go yet. All the traders are not here yet.
Even so, he has a point. There's something funny going on around here, and you know it.
I can't seem to find that llama hair I wanted anywhere.
In this fantasy world, we have llamas. I mean, I know we have cows, but at least they're calling them herd beasts. They're not just saying llama. Trundlebugs and herd beasts and dragons and fire lizards. And llamas.
You were right, you know. It's much better out here. Although I don't think the Potter is very pleased.
Oh, that's the Potter!
He stormed off and nearly hit me. He's even left his wheel behind. Looks like it may need a smith's attention anyway.
Could this be used as a cartwheel? Alright, maybe we could repair it or something. I don't know. To be honest, I think that's where I'm going to call it for now, because I've been recording for quite a while, and to be perfectly honest with you, nothing has happened. I don't know if I can say this in good conscience. Is this the most boring start to an adventure game there's ever been? I played a game recently on stream, not on YouTube, called The Dig, which is a LucasArts game from 1995, and the game starts off very dull for about 25 to 30 minutes, and then it picks up a lot, and then it gets so much worse by the end. God, that game let me down. But this game is kind of reminding me of that, except it's going on a lot longer, and I think it might just be the whole game. What I suspect has happened here is that this is a game made specifically for fans of the series, not for new people coming in. If you're a big fan of the Chronicles of Pern books, maybe just wandering around in the world, experiencing these locations that you've read about is enough. Why are you running? I think you're the thief. Whoop. Oh, you're scared. You're scared of my outfit. Do you not like the ponytail? I can understand. Sorry, I got distracted there. But for me, as somebody who is new to this series and doesn't know what the hell is going on really, they're very vague on a lot of the exposition, despite offering quite a lot of it. There's just nothing going on here. The game's got no riz. I've been recording for about 3.5 hours. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. A lot of it is just walking around confused, which you expect from an adventure game. That part's fine. Ferrying items back and forth between fairly uninteresting characters to facilitate admin work. It's all admin! There's nothing to do. The one exciting thing we did was saving a child from a cave. I thought that's what the game was gonna be. There's the vague hints of a plot that might appear later on. There's probably some suspicious circumstances around that woman's death. Nylia, was that her name? Also Weyrwoman. I hate to call the names in a fantasy series silly because because I'll get nerds breaking down my door, but Weyrwoman is very silly. It just sounds like somebody who turns into a woman on a full moon. There's going to be some sort of sickness plot, somebody using that to gain favour in the courts or bring themselves up in the ranks of the Dragonriders, like maybe Sabor was the one who got her sick or something. I don't know. I don't care is the problem. I simply don't care about any of these people, and I don't know who could. Our main character here is the wettest blanket I've ever seen. I hate his voice, I hate his clothes, I hate his face, I hate his everything. Sometimes he's less frat bro than usual, but then he's just boring because he's so formal. He's just got nothing going on. That's just the game in general though. There's just nothing here. I don't know if this is going to be a very good video. I'll have to cut and scrape a lot from this in order to make it choppy, because this game is not choppy. I fundamentally am worried that I haven't added enough to this experience to make it interesting to watch, because it wasn't interesting to play. I've been refraining from talking about it because it's not the biggest issue with the game, to be honest, but the game is glitchy. There's a lot of camera glitches, the movement is not smooth. The game crashed a couple of times during this recording. It is not well made. I don't know if this is actually the case, but I have very rarely played a game that felt as rushed out the door as this. It looks fine, the sound is fine, but even that glitches and pops quite a lot more than you'd want. Nothing feels done. Everything in this game has the smack of a first draft about it. It's annoying because I do actually quite like the world that they're building. I mean, I don't know if that's anything to do with the game, or maybe they're just taking it wholesale from the books. But I like the world. I love the design of the dragons. I've never seen a dragon that looked like that. And I like the setup. The whole space thing is interesting. I've never seen anything quite like that before. I've never heard of these books before in my life, and it's made me want to maybe take a look at them. If they're more interesting than this, but in the same world, that sounds cool. I don't know how far I've gotten into it. Let's check. Let's see. I'm going to look up a walkthrough for this game, but not actually read any of the walkthrough. I'm just going to look at how long the walkthrough is compared to where I am. After a quick look, it seems like we're on chapter 2 of 9. And I just did a very quick skim through some stuff. It's full of, and the entirety of the walkthrough for this chapter is full of words like, bring the bread to the baker, go get the flour that they give you and bring that to the seamstress. And it's just nothing again. It's all just that. All just that for the full game, I think. It's just shuffling various mundane items back and forth between people as they go on about their story. And the whole game is going to take place over about a week and involve gathering up candidates for the hatching, which means the game is going to end. The big triumphant reveal is going to be one of the candidates getting picked as the golden egg holder or whatever, which I don't care about at all. On a purely gameplay level, the game is not satisfying to play. It's irritating to move. The camera is among the worst I've ever seen in any piece of media I've ever played. It's cumbersome to open any menus. I still have no idea what I'm even looking at with some of these icons. Doesn't feel nice to interact with anything in this. If it's not nice or satisfying or intuitive to move around and interact with things, then something very wrong has happened in the DNA of the design.
Dragonrider. I'll wager you worked up a first on your journey here. What'll it be?
I was flying for about 30 seconds. I didn't have time to get thirsty. Yet another letdown of the game. Sorry for ending things on such a sour note. I just thought this game would branch out a bit and become a bit more epic, but it honestly doesn't look like it does. And it didn't during this playthrough. It's frustrating because, like I said, there is something cool here. It feels like a wasted property to me. Nothing in this has been bad, like shut down and uninstall the game bad. It's just been tedious and lackluster. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad I played it, regardless of whether or not I enjoyed it. I got something interesting about this, it's just that very little of that was in the game. If you did enjoy this video, I'd suggest watching more videos on the channel. They all have a similar sort of flavour. Some of them are better games, I promise. You can like, comment, subscribe, all these things help the algorithm, and I just really like reading comments on my videos. It's a nice feeling. You can become a member of the channel for as little as €1 a month, and you get access to extra little videos, as well as a nice warm feeling. I stream on twitch.tv 3 or 4 times a week, depending on the week. I'm on Blue Sky and Discord and Letterboxd and all these other sites that you can find me at. All of the links to that will be in the description, as well as a link to the game and the music used throughout this video. Regardless of what you do, thank you so much once more for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye! I hope those bugs break out of that jar and eat you. Why is that dragon getting caught in my hair? Shave it off! What is your name? Why is this dragon here? This has never been explained why we have this.